At Green Juju, taking a holistic approach to feeding is important to us. Our raw goat's milk is a favorite among cats and dogs.
Raw goat's milk is nature's most complete and balanced food. It has everything we've ever discovered in nutrition when it comes to vitamins, minerals, and other nutrient substances. Every one of those nutrients has a corresponding enzyme and cofactor that actually helps to digest it 100%, which makes it actually unique to any food because no other food you actually get 100% of the nutrition at any time. And also, raw goat's milk contains over 3,000 different species of probiotic bacteria and healthy yeast.
How does raw goat's milk differ from like a probiotic supplement?
So typically in probiotic supplements, you're going to get between 1 and 12 different strands of isolated bacteria. This is where you're going to get a nutrient diversity that is more akin to the way that dogs and cats evolved, meaning you get sort of the whole microbial environment of the farm itself. And most of our dogs and cats are in our house and they're in the city and they're missing out on all of those microbes that they evolved with. And so this is a way to kind of bring the farm into your pet's bowl from a probiotics perspective versus isolated nutrients. Our raw goat's milk is the best milk in the world. And I know this because I know all of the farmers personally and I inspect their farms yearly, and I spend more time even than that with them. And it's 15 small family farms in Pennsylvania, and all of our goats are on lush grass in pasture, and all of it is actually certified for human consumption in the state of Pennsylvania. So while we sell this for dogs and cats, it means that we are making sure that it's the highest quality and safe enough for your pet at home.
So in our industry, we see a lot of raw goat's milk products that are have a lot of different ingredients added. Why don't we do that?
Well, because this is nature's most complete and balanced food in and of itself. So anything we add to this would detract from it. So the only thing you'll see on the ingredient panel with the milk is beta-carotene, which is a natural food coloring, and we chose that because it's a small amount that we have to add for regulatory purposes that won't affect the nutritional quality of the milk itself.
So now that we've talked about why we don't add anything to our goat's milk, what are some other ways that you can feed it?
So you can feed it one of 3 ways. You can feed it straight up, which is just to thaw it and pour it into the bowl, and you'll get all of the benefits we sort of covered earlier. Or you can ferment it yourself. Now, the reason why we give you the ability to ferment it is because not every dog or cat does well with fermentation because they're more sensitive. So we wanted to provide the option to do that. And instead of pre-fermenting it, which means that we're picking the bacteria and it's the same bacteria set every time, you can then choose whatever probiotic or culture set you want and find the best one that works for your dog or cat. Or you can rotate between those for even better health. And then the third option that you have is to make it lactose-free. And that's essentially getting lactase drops, which is the enzyme that breaks down lactose, and adding them to the milk, waiting 24 hours, and then you could provide all of the benefits of raw milk minus the lactose. So in keeping it in its most pure form, we're able to actually give you all of those options. So Kelly, aside from a meal, what are some other ways we can feed raw goat's milk?
So you could just serve it in a bowl on its own. Dogs and cats love that as a little snack. You can use it to rehydrate freeze-dried foods. As a storage tip, you can also freeze it into ice cube trays and then just use an ice cube as you need if you have a super tiny dog and maybe want to get a better value out of a larger container.
This will come frozen, so you need to thaw this out. You can either do that in your refrigerator or you can do it on your counter as well until it becomes liquid, and then it will be good in your fridge for 2 weeks, unless you ferment it, in which it will be good for 30 days. And at that point, all you have to do is open the top, shake it up, hold this right here, and then pour it on your pet's food, and then stick it back in the fridge. It really is that easy.
If somebody walks into a store, when would you recommend this and why, and how can it benefit cats and dogs?
So the first thing that this is very useful for is for diet transition. So this will provide the beneficial bacteria to make that transition much more easy for those dogs that are switching between foods or switching from kibble onto raw or anything that you're doing. So raw goat's milk can also help with allergies. This is because it contains the bacteria profile of nature itself and brings that into your pet's bowl and adds that diversity.
So how about dogs or cats that may be sick and need to get more calories in them and don't want to eat?
Yeah, so if a dog is sick and won't eat its food, this is a really good option because of the balanced nature of the macronutrient profile. So you're getting a balanced mix of fat, protein, and carbohydrates. It's about 20 calories an ounce, and so you can actually make up as much of your dog's diet as you want to with raw goat's milk in the event that they won't actually eat anything else.
My favorite thing about raw goat's milk is that we don't always have to get dogs onto raw. Sometimes they're gonna stay on kibble, and that's totally fine. And two of the best things we can do is add raw goat's milk and add our greens, because it's real whole foods, and it's the prebiotics from the greens and the probiotics from the goat's milk. And it's like the two easiest, cheapest things you can do that will have the biggest effect on the dog. So that's where I love raw goat's milk.
If you have any other questions about raw goat's milk, feel free to email us or send us a message on Instagram, and we're happy to help.